One.
So guys, tell me, which is higher quality? Screencastify or the other one with a circle. Where is it? Well, looks like we're not gonna be seeing that today. Anyway, I feel like I'm gonna put this. This. Okay. Let's try this. So Benelux / Belgium is at their brink. They're currently fighting in the front. So these are the trenches. Remember, everybody has World War II technology by now, and it's 1300. So it was called the century-long war. People were tired of the war. The fronts were humongous, and people just were getting tired. So after 500 pieces of protests, the king decided anyway, the Democratic Republic the Democratic Republic of France surrendered along with Versailles. Benelux liked the land it kept. They increased the economy. So the peace treaty was signed in the Hall of Berlin, where the next peace treaty, which Prussia would win, would held. Where the German reunification would be held in the Hall of Versailles. Benelux would keep this eastern land. The Democratic Republic of France would lose all this land. The Democratic Republic of France would have to sever all ties with the Kingdom of Versailles and cancel all trade deals for the next 45 years. The Kingdom of France will annex more land. The Kingdom of France will annex even more every province and territory and state all the way up to here. And last but least, the Democratic Republic of France will have to pay a fine of $40 billion. 40 billion in 40 million in breasts. What? Breast. See? I just made up a currency. So don't be thinking about pervert. Anyway, the currency of breast would go extinct, would go terrible. So, and the real currency basically just became cigarettes, which you could buy for a whole paycheck. Versailles was all land taken in the war. The Duchy of Frankfurt will be annexed into Prussia, and Hamburg, which was saying let's do reunification after this war, united with the Kingdom united with Prussia. united with Prussia, who who kind of called themselves the German Empire. But they were going to lose their first war after they went to war. After they went to war with Bennett, you see, the Prussian alliance was only used. Was only they said the Prussian alliance would only be used if, I don't know, if Prussia, if any of the members were at war. None of the members were at war no more. Of course, Prussia needed to be remade. As you see, it can barely overlap any land besides Genta and Munich, which wasn't good because there's a lot of people ahead of you. So Prussia knew that if they wanted to survive, they needed to remake themselves again. So they kept their name, and boom, they were gone the next Saturday. Prussia also told the Kingdom of Hungary that they would get this land, which they did get. Everybody thinking, yay, we get to divide up Prussia, was rushing, but then they stopped. The Prussian military was there on all of the borders. They said that they're just rebranding / becoming new again, just so they can invade anybody they need to without, getting in it, without having to deal with hours of extra work for no reason because Mr. Prussia, because nobody was able, because the darn king, because someone decided to not do the monarchy correctly. But now Prussia's distinct shape was also ruined. I didn't want to do this all in one go because it would take many tries. So yes, I made Prussia like this for a sec. So first I need to edit Prussia severely. Prussia was the newest. Prussia, after being remade again, was the newest. And Gent, well, let's say they were happy again that Prussia was wiped off existence, and they were actually just remaking themselves, because the Prussian army was just everywhere on the border. They didn't know on the international borders. But Gent didn't know that Prussia was just remodeling itself again for no reason, for a little bit, but they didn't know that. So them panicking, were preparing for the worst. And then Prussia was popped into existence and annexing all of their land and back annexing all of their land again. Yeah, they now knew that they would have to pretend that they didn't say anything. Pretend and have to deal with that in history whenever someone mention it. The time that Prussia disappeared. Anyway, Prussia had pretty much all of Germany except for Munich. The economy was amazing, and Munich's economy was kind of slow and broken. So what would they do? Prussia also wanted to annex Switzerland since they were German, but they didn't feel like doing that because they didn't have any technology compared to the Swiss. Anyway, the next Great War would begin. So Prussia decided to break